Boris Johnson's Brexit deal has been labelled a disaster for UK fishermen despite the Prime Minister's promise to protect the industry during talks. Under the trade agreement, EU fleets will return 25% of fish caught in UK waters over 5.5 years. Fishermen in parts of the country have hit out at the Prime Minister for what they call a betrayal. Chris Binnicombe said, "This deal is a sell-out to the UK fishermen, something which Boris and the government said they'd never do. This deal makes a mockery of the referendum vote to leave the EU. It appears to keep us following EU rules and regulations and holds us over a barrel should we decide to change anything in the future. This is a disaster for the fishing industry, and you being the wife of a fisherman, I look to you to stand up and be counted for the sake of the fishing community here in Cornwall." Up to 20 Labour MPs are on track to leave Sir Keir Starmer red-faced as they vow to defy his call to vote for the EU trade deal in his biggest Brexit showdown since becoming the party's leader. The group of rebels said they do not want to play a part in waving through the Prime Minister's free trade deal, which he announced on Christmas Eve after negotiators worked through the night. They have indicated they will either abstain or vote against the deal with just days before the UK leaves the Brexit transition period. One opposition MP told the Daily Mail, "We don't want to get Brexit blood on our hands." Neil Coyle, MP for Bermondsey, publicly came out in opposition to the deal, saying Boris Johnson's downgrade for the UK should not have any Labour fingerprints on it. Several frontbenchers are reportedly among those digging in their heels. Reports suggested Labour frontbenchers Annalise Dodds, Emily Thornberry, David Lammy and Bridget Phillipson wanted the party to abstain on the crunch vote. Shadow Chancellor Ms. Dodds wanted the Prime Minister to own a Brexit disaster, reports suggested. But Sir Keir said Labour would back the deal, in the public interest, as it was better than a no-deal Brexit. Hours after Mr. Johnson made a victory speech announcing the details of his deal with Brussels, Sir Keir said MPs in his party would be whipped to vote in favour of the agreement in a special sitting of the Commons on Wednesday. MPs will be recalled from their Christmas break to debate and vote on the last-minute trade accord, with the session starting at 9:30 a.m. Due to Mr. Johnson's hefty majority, the agreement will almost certainly be passed by Parliament. Meanwhile, the EU's 27 member states indicated they will within days give their formal backing to the deal, which covers about £660 billion of trade to allow goods to be sold without tariffs or quotas in the EU market.